Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine at your home. Beta, today we discuss about human blood circulatory system. But before that, we have to be take some summarize of about blood. Okay. So, what is blood? If you talk about the blood, blood is a red color liquid which circulate in our body. Okay. So, the main component of bloods are, first one is plasma, second one is red blood cells, third one is white blood cells, and fourth one is platelets. Okay. What is plasma? The liquid part of blood is called plasma. Means plasma contain 90% water and it dissolves substances such as protein, digested food, salt, waste material like carbon dioxide and urea, and other hormones. Okay. RBC means red blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen from the lungs to the all part of the cells. Okay. It is actually the hemoglobin present in red blood cells which carry oxygen in the body, and hemoglobin also perform a very important function of carrying oxygen from the lungs to the body tissue. So and the most important thing is that red blood cells do not have nuclei. So means they have to be made quickly because they do not live for a very long. These red blood cells live for about 4 months, means 120 days. And one reason for the short life of red blood cells is that they do not have nuclei. Okay, always remember it. And RBC means red blood cell. Estimate that about 3 million red blood cells of the human blood die every day, but 4 times that number are made in the bone marrow of every day. Okay, so when we donate blood to save the life of a person, then the loss of blood from our body can be made up very quickly within a day. If you talk about white blood cells, so white blood cells fight infections. Means it is the army of our body, and it protects us from the disease. This is because white blood cells help to fight against germs and other foreign bodies which cause diseases. Some white blood cells can eat up the germs like bacteria which cause diseases. Fourth one component of blood is platelets. The platelets are the tiny fragment like structure which is also formed in bone marrow, and platelets help in the coagulation of blood for clotting in a cut or wound. For example, when a cut is start bleeding, then a platelet help clot the blood, and due to which the further bleeding stops, and all the blood cells are made up of bone marrow from the cells called stem cells. Okay. Now this is the blood and their components. Now what is the function of blood? Okay. So transport of substances like means respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, digested food, and nutrient, waste product, hormones, enzymes, one of the part of the body to the other. It will be transform all these substances in body from one part to another part. It also protect against disease. Blood carry oxygen from the lungs to different part of the body. Blood carry carbon dioxide from the body cells to the lungs for breathing out. It also carry digested food from the small intestine to the all part of the body. It carry hormones from the endocrine gland to different organ of the body. It blood protect the body from disease. This is because white blood cells kill the bacteria and other germs which cause diseases. Okay. Now this all about the function of blood. Now transport in human. If we talk about transport in human, the main transport system in human being is the blood circulatory system. In the blood circulatory system, blood carry oxygen, digested food, and other chemical like hormones and enzymes from one part to the another part of the body. The human blood circulatory system consists of the heart. The heart is the organ which pumps and receives the blood, and the blood vessels or tubes through which the blood flow in the body. Here, if we talk about the tubes which carry blood from one part to another part of the body in human being. These are first arteries, second one is veins, and third one is capillaries. Okay, so means in human being the various substances are transported through two liquid called blood and lymph. Okay, uh, we first here describe the blood circulatory system, which is the main transport in human body. As we see in the slide that there is vein, blue color in vein and red color in artery, and this is human heart where blood circulates blood through the veins and arteries. Now here it is human circulatory system. The various organ of the circulatory system in human are heart, arteries, veins and capillaries. So the human circulatory system consists of the heart, artery, vein, capillaries and the blood. In the circulatory system, the heart acts as a pump to push out blood, and the artery, veins and capillaries, these three, arteries, veins and capillaries, act as pipe through which the blood flow. These tubes which carry blood are called blood vessels. Thus there are three types of blood vessels in human body, as we said, artery, veins and capillaries. If you talk about the shape of human heart, it is roughly triangular in shape. It is made up of special muscles called cardiac muscle, and the heart has four compartments called chamber, means human being has four chamber heart. The upper two chamber of heart are called arteries, atrium, and the lower two chamber of the heart are called ventricles. The two arteries receive the blood, the two main veins, and the two ventricles transport blood to the entire body and the lungs. And the left atrium is connected to the left ventricle through a valve 1 V1, as you see in the slide. Similarly, the right atrium is connected to the right ventricle. Right atrium connected to the right ventricle through another valve, we also call that V2. And these valves prevent the backflow of blood. Many times board raise this question, please note it down. These valves prevent the backflow of blood into arteria when the ventricle contract to pump blood out of the heart to the rest of the body. So the job of the heart is to pump blood around the body. Okay, this is about your human circulatory system. Here you also see that the septum is helped uh, for separating oxygenated blood from deoxygenated blood. Okay, uh, ventricle have to pump the blood to various organs with high pressure. They have thicker wall than artery always, and the sheath of the tissue are called pericardium. Pericardium protect the muscular heart, and the chamber of the heart are separated by portion called septum. Okay, the artery, veins and capillary are a kind of thin pipes from which the blood flow in the body. Uh, it is all about your four chamber of heart. Okay, it's a picture of capillary. What is capillary? The capillary are thin walled and extremely narrow tube or blood vessel which connect arteries to veins. Means the exchange of various material like in blood, food, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. between the blood and the body cell take place through the capillaries. The other end of capillary is joined to some wider tubes called veins, and the deoxygenated blood or a dirty blood coming from the capillary enter into the vein. Means veins are the thin walled blood vessel which carry blood from all part of the body back to the heart. Veins do not need thick walls because blood flowing through them is no longer under high pressure, and veins have walls in them which allow the blood in them to flow in only one direction. So the wall prevent the backflow of the blood in veins. The pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood from lungs back to the heart, and there is also a main vein, we call that vena cava. Vena cava is the main vein of human heart, and the main vein is connected to the right atrium of the heart. The main vein carry deoxygenated blood from the all the part of the body, back to the heart. And please note it down, the main difference between the artery and a vein is that an artery carry blood from the heart to the body organ, and vein carry blood from the body organ to back to the heart. Okay, so the blood carry oxygen, it is called oxygenated blood, and the blood having no oxygen, it is called deoxygenated blood. So the heartbeat of beating of heart circulate the blood in the human body. We will now describe the circulation of blood in human body with the help of highly specialized diagram. It is like this. Okay, when the blood muscles of all the four chamber of the heart are relaxed, the pulmonary vein bring the oxygenated blood. Okay, here you are. Okay, this one beta. Please see this diagram and understand the terms. The heartbeat or a beating of our heart circulate the blood in human body. As you said that when the blood muscles of all the four chamber of the heart are relaxed, the pulmonary vein bring, I think you see the slide, there is pulmonary vein. So what is the function of pulmonary vein? Pulmonary vein bring the oxygenated blood from the lungs into the left atrium of the heart. Okay, second one is when the left atrium contract, the oxygenated blood is pushed into the left ventricle through the valve V1, and when the left ventricle contract, the oxygenated blood is forced into the main artery called aorta. The main artery of human body is aorta, and this main artery then branches into smaller arteries which go into a different body organ except lungs, and these smaller arteries further branch into capillaries, and capillaries have not been this one is capillary. Okay, means capillary has to branch it, capillary have to be flow the fluid action those part of the body where veins and arteries are not floated, means there is a capillary are the place where veins and arteries are connected to each other. So the main artery carry blood to the all organ of the body like head, like chest, arm, stomach, intestine, liver, kidney, trunk and lungs. When the oxygenated blood passes through the capillaries of the body organ, then it gives oxygen to the body cells. Since the blood loses oxygen here, and we say that the blood has been deoxygenated. Okay, the blood also give the digested food and other dissolved material to the body cells. At the same time, carbon dioxide produce a waste material during respiration, and this deoxygenated blood from the body organ enter into the main vein, we call that vena cava, and the main vein carry the deoxygenated blood to the right atrium of the heart, and when the right atrium contract, deoxygenated blood is pushed into the right ventricle through the valve 2, and when the right ventricle contract, the deoxygenated blood is pumped into the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Here is not pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood, but pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood. In the lungs, deoxygenated blood release its carbon dioxide and absorb fresh oxygen from the air, so the blood become oxygenated again, and this oxygenated blood is again sent to the left atrium of heart by pulmonary vein, and the circulation will begin again and again. So a circulatory system in which the blood travels twice through the heart in one complete cycle of the body is called double circulation. The animals such as mammal, means human being, and bird have four chamber heart, consist of two artery and two ventricles. Okay, in four chamber heart, the left side and the right side of the heart are completely separated by septum to prevent the oxygenated blood from mixing of deoxygenated blood, and such separation allow highly supply of oxygen of the body cells, which is necessary for the producing a lots of energy. So human being has double circulation, as we told. Okay, and the amphibian like reptiles, they have three chamber heart, means two arteria and one ventricles. Due to incomplete division within their heart, the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mix to some extent in amphibian and reptile, and this reduces the production of energy. So the amphibian and reptiles have however a double circulation that deliver blood to the lungs and the rest of the body. If we talk about the fish, so fish has two chamber heart, which consists one artery and one ventricle. They does not have lungs. It gives help to oxygenated blood to be provide oxygen to their body, and in fish the heart pump or deoxygenated blood to the gills, and oxygenation of blood take place in the gill. So the flow of blood in fish is called single circulation, because the blood passes through the heart of fish only once in one complete cycle of the body, but human being has double circulation. Okay, last, this is, as I think you all know about it, this is stethoscope, magnifying the sound of heartbeat so that they can be heard clearly. uh, what is heartbeat? One complete contraction and relaxation of the heart. One complete contraction and relaxation of a heart is called heartbeat. The heart usually beat about 70 to 72 times in a minute. Even in this is the portion when we are in resting position. This means that heart pump out blood to the arteries about 70 to 72 times per minute. We can feel our heartbeat if we place our hand on the chest or above the heart region. Even a doctor listen to our heartbeat by using the apparatus. We call it stethoscope. This is the picture of stethoscope. So the stethoscope magnifies the sound of heartbeat so that the doctor can hear the heartbeat clearly. The heartbeat faster during and after an exercise because the body needs more energy under these conditions. So this is about blood circulatory system, about capillaries, about heartbeat. I hope you all understand all this concept. If you have any query, please connect with me in Zoom classes where we discuss about your issues. But first you have to be seeing this video on ourselves. Okay, thank you, beta.